Welcome back to another episode of the Wolfpack News. I'm Dylan Marcia.
And I'm Marissa Bean. So, Dylan, how about them dogs?
Well, we all knew them dogs were better than them frogs.
Back-to-back champions. And unfortunately, Austin couldn't be here to anchor with us today, but I know he loves the dogs, so I had to give an honorable mention. Well, I think it is about time to get into the news. What do you say, Dylan?
I'm with you on that one. This week, we have a fun skit featuring our new member, Daniel, a look at Computer Science Honor Society,
and the fan-favorite segment of Man on the Street. All that and more is coming up in just 20 seconds.
Show Choir will be having a showcase here at North in the auditorium on Thursday, January 19th at 7 p.m. in order to prepare for their first competition in February. If you want to come out and support our show choir and see them present their show titled Run It, as well as get to see some individual and group performances from members of the chorus program, be sure to purchase your $7 ticket on GoFan.
You know, we now have a new member with us, but what you may not know is that Daniel had to go through an intensive interview session before getting hired. Let's head over to Daniel to see how his interview went. So, Daniel, why are you interested in working for Wolfpack Productions?
Cameras, cool.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Huh?
Just answer.
Ice cream flavor, right?
Yes. Go.
Vanilla.
Boring. So, what do you have to offer to this group?
My favorite question. Cameras, sound, microphones, sound, you know?
Do you have experience with all that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Huh?
Just answer. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Immediate rejection. Get out.
Okay.
I'm just joking. Sit down.
Pineapples on pizza, ice cream, what?
Last question. How are you on camera?
Pretty good.
You sure about that?
Yeah, you know when you get the camera and you put it to your nose. Best thing in the world.
Well, you're about to go get tested on that.
Oh, lovely.
So, you passed the questions part of the interview, but now we're going to take you back to the newsroom and have you read some scripts from the teleprompter and see how you do. You ready? You better be. Come on.
Welcome back to the Wolfpack News. I'm Daniel Horlbeck, and this week we have a special segment, an introduction to something special. All that and more is coming up in 20 seconds. If you need a schedule change, you can do so by contacting your counselor. Schedule change priorities include students without pre-request. Whoa, slow down. Students who are scheduled for a class that they already have for credit and gaps in schedules. Counselors will not make schedule for teacher requests, lunch requests, and elective. Please email your counselor. Allow 24 to 40 hours for response. Counselors have the first 5 days of school to correct the schedules. Make sure you tune in next week. That's a wrap, Wolfpack. Boom. Killed it. Wait, thank you. You have been hired. What? I got hired? That's a wrap, Wolfpack. Boom. Killed it.
It's nice to have a new member to go with the new year, but we aren't the only ones celebrating a different start. Miss Jordan's 9th grade literature class learned about how different countries celebrate the new year. Let's see what activities her students did.
We did this one activity where we write negative things on a piece of paper, and it's in a flame, and you crumble it up and put it in your pocket, and it's like throwing all the negative things away.
So Colombia's tradition is where at the New Year at midnight they grab an empty suitcase and they run as far as they can and then all the way back, and then that's how far that's how much travel you'll get.
These activities are preparing us to write our own resolutions for how we celebrate the New Year's.
Those New Year's traditions are amazing. I think my favorite New Year's tradition is staying up till midnight and shooting off fireworks. Let's head over to Nick to hear about his favorite New Year's tradition and give us an update on our sports.
Welcome back to In the Den. I'm your host, Nicholas Vaughn, and Marissa, I have to say, unfortunately, my tradition has been being by myself for 18 years consecutive. Right? But maybe next year will be 19. Anyways, our sports team will keep their stride of victory this week, and let's start with the swim team to see how they did. They also won in Kennesaw. They placed 3rd place overall and won the Paulding County Swim Championships on a senior night. Another memorable victory for the seniors in a great swim program. Their next meet will be at the Calhoun Aquatic Center January the 13th and 14th, starting at 10 a.m. Be sure to come out and support our swimmers. After winning the regional duels right here in the Den, our group of wrestlers will advance into their next meet, which will be the sectional duels this Saturday, the January the 14th, starting at 8:30 a.m. Come out to support our wrestlers. On the other hand, the girls basketball team have kept their winning streak for 15 games in a row. What an accomplishment. Their win Tuesday against Harrison High School, 35-22, was just a warm-up for their next game against Hillgrove High School, Friday, January the 13th, starting at 6 p.m., located right here in the Den. So come out and see our girls take home the victory. After a great win against our rivals East Paulding High School, 64-47, our boys basketball team is ready for their next game against Hillgrove High School, Friday, January the 13th, starting at 7:30, also right here in the Den. So come out to see our boys take home the victory as well. Anyways, thank you for always watching, and now back to you, Marissa.
Did you know North Paulding has the Computer Science Honor Society? We sent out our reporters to get an inside look to see what it is all about.
The Computer Science Honor Society is a student organization that focuses on promoting computer science. Members volunteer at different events such as Holiday in the Den, Reality Fair, and elementary school STEM nights.
My favorite part is just being able to teach the kids. Like, you go to several different elementary schools, and we're just able to get them interested in coding at a young age.
The club meets on the third Thursday of every month. Members can join in the fall by paying their dues on RevTrek. We asked the CHS president, Andrew Warner, why students should join the organization.
It benefits them by giving them a strong baseline on how to code and gets them real interested in that career path.
Anyone can join as long as they have completed at least one computer science course with at least an 80, which includes the new course of game design.
If you're interested in computer science or designing, coding video games, then I encourage you to check with your counselor about registering for classes in that new pathway.
For the spring 2023 semester, we have another new member joining our crew. Let's see who it is.
Hi guys, I'm Caleb Music and I'm one of the new staff reporters here. I'm really excited for the rest of this year and the content that we'll produce for y'all.
It is good to see another new member joining our team. You know, I always wish we had a nap class period. Let's head over to Daniel to see what classes other students wish we had. This is Man on the Street.
My name is Daniel Horbeck, and this Man on the Street. This week we're asking people, if you could create a class here at North, what would it be? Let's see what you got. So if you could create your own class, what would it be?
Engineering class.
Why?
Because it'll help me towards college because I want to be an engineer.
What about you?
I'd create a AP class, like a college class.
Why?
I like challenging myself.
A class based on Georgia Bulldogs football.
Why?
I don't know. They're just great. They haven't lost a game this season, and I just think, you know, I don't know. I just like the way they strive, just how they always push through and always make it to win.
Personally, I'm a music guy, so I'd have like my own little percussion type of class where you can drum and do all.
An automotive 6.
Is there only an automotive 5?
No, I think there's like a 3.
So skip 4 and 5 and go to 6?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Boxing.
Why?
I love boxing, bro. Come on, it's in my blood. Come on.
Kids are going to be in that class.
Yeah, they're gonna learn how to box. You got headgear.
They have to think, guys.
How to take care of a baby. Ooh, that's a hard one. I probably create like an interior design class because that's what I want to do in college, and I just think that'd be really, really fun because you could do a lot with it.
I like that. I like that. This is the second person who said that. Why would you do it?
I just think there's a lot of creativity that you can put into that, and like you can go so many different ways with like interior design. So I feel like a lot of people could just go like their own way and kind of do their own thing. That's why I would do it. I just think it's really cool.
Being able to see what others are listening to is a great way to expand your horizons and discover new music. That's why we love when students send in their submission for Wolfpack playlist. If you want your song to be selected, send in your name, the song, and who it is by, along with why you are listening to it on our Instagram at mphs_Wolfpack Productions, or you can email us your submission at mphswolfpackproductions@gmail.com.
Be sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok at NPHS_Wolfpack Productions and subscribe to North Paulding's YouTube page to get notified when we go live.
Well, that's all we have for you this week.
Be sure to tune in next week. You don't want to miss our new segment of the day in the life of a teacher and the return of You Look Cool. But until next week,
That's a wrap, Wolfpack.